Moving on to, excuse me, I apologize for all the coughing, just getting over a little bit of a cold, but the Philadelphia Eagles heading to the Washington Commanders. As I just mentioned, this is your first Saturday game. This game's on YouTube TV. I was under the impression, because I have YouTube Premium, I thought, oh, I'm good. Apparently, YouTube TV is something, so I don't know. I'll be in my own little personal hell for the next few days trying to figure this one out. But I tell you, folks, we might have made a mistake by saying we're going to cut the cord. I think the streaming service was well intended, but I think it's gotten a little bit out of hand. But anyways, put the soapbox away, get back to the task at hand. The Philadelphia Eagles, 6.5-point favorites, heading to Washington to face the Commanders. The over-under is 44. Eagles are going to be minus 290 on the money line. Washington plus 240. Obviously, the Eagles had a very impressive win over the Raiders last week, but I am going to it's kind of like the Olympic scoring in gymnastics. You know, you take out the highest and you take out the lowest.
Right.
I'm sorry. And look, if the Eagles can come out and take care of business and do that to Washington, I'll be a little more intrigued and saying, and maybe start to believe that maybe this team can do something in the playoffs. But as of, this moment right now, I still need to see more out of this offense against teams that they are going to be playing in January, or at least close to that. Now for Washington, I do believe it has been announced they're done messing around with Jayden Daniels. His season is over.
Right.
He came back a couple weeks ago, or it might have been last week, and he, that elbow, he got tackled on it. What do you know? Unbelievable. In football, you might fall on your elbow. Re-aggravated it, so they're just saying it's Marcus Mariota's show going forward. I am going to go with Washington. I'm going to buy a 0.5 point. Get me Washington plus 7. I think the Eagles do win this game. They're going to have to show me they continue to blow teams out. They're going to have to show me that they are a consistent football team. And as bad as Washington's defense has been, I do think there are still some warning signs for Philadelphia going forward. But the past few weeks, even going back to the Charger game, Saquon Barkley, his production, his ability, or his the lanes have been open for him, and he's really looked very, very good. And they're getting a little more designed runs for Jalen Hurts now, which is good. Mm-hmm. I understand maybe not starting week 1 or early in the season with so many quarterback designed runs, but it's just a little frustrating. You don't really press that button till week 14, but it is what it is. I think the Eagles win this game, but I think it stays within the 7. So give me Washington plus 7. And I do like the over in this one. I think Washington, I don't think the Eagles are going to shut 2 teams out in a row. Defense is very good, but even as good as they are, I think that Washington gets 10, 13 points. I see this as a 17-13 game. Mariota has the ball late, and it's kind of one of those things like, well, yeah, they technically could win this game, but the way they've been playing, they've, really really no opportunity. You don't have feel that optimism. So I'm going to say over the 44, even though I just said 17-13, but we'll just roll with that. But anyways, Raider Jim, your thoughts, Philadelphia at Washington.
Yeah, I just think Philadelphia is going to have another good game. I mean, you beat up on the weakest kid on the playground. That's fine, but still, good to go out there sometimes and have those gimme games, kind of like tonight, college basketball. I mean, Gonzaga's playing some team tonight that's 5-5. Those poor kids, the line on that one is 37.5, and they can probably cover it. So the Eagles going in against Washington, and you said it, it's going to be back to Marcus Mariota, who earlier, just a few weeks back, I said, I got nothing wrong with that. That is a great guy to have back there. But Washington's defense is abysmal. Terrible. I think they're the 31st overall, and I think they are, it's like late, high 20s for the pass, high 20s for the run. And as you said, Barkley's got his shoes on. Better watch out. And I just checked the weather to make sure it's going to be cold, but it's going to be dry and the ground's going to be solid. So I think he might have his game of games this year come Sunday or Saturday. on YouTube TV. But I really think that the Eagles will cover on this one. Give me a half a point and make it Eagles -6. And as far as the over-under goes, I really think Philadelphia is going to put together one of those games where they put up points too, 28 points maybe. And then it's down to Washington, and that's going to be the hard part. So I'm going to keep it under at 44.5. But I think Philadelphia is going to have a great game.
Yeah, we'll see. It's kind of still holding our breath on Lane Johnson. I think once he gets back, I'll fully kind of start to buy in on all this with the Eagles. But YouTube TV, that'll be fun.